When I was in the Ridge last, I bought this parcel of rough opal for $10,000 and it's quite thin and not a lot to it. And while Saxon's not too keen on it, I thought there was a lot of potential to cut out of this stuff because it's got some really nice color bars. And the whole idea was that this was to go black inside. And we had this piece as well, which we ground down to have a look at. And it's shown up the tiniest bit of color. So by the looks of this, it doesn't look good. I'm getting very nervous that I've done my dough in the rest of this. So let's get on the wheel and see if I can get any money back. I don't know which one we should start with first, but maybe this one first. And this is the other half to that. So I'm hoping that this color bar made a better and bigger version of that inside. That would be very nice. So I'm just grinding away all the excess potch at the moment until I hit a color bar. And then when I hit a color bar, then I have to take it slow and reassess, which I've just started hitting a color bar on the potch. So you can see that right there. That's kind of what I'm looking for, but it doesn't look like it goes far. So I'll try from the other side and see what happens. Yeah, that's just teasing me. So a tiny little bit of colour's just shown up there. So what I'm thinking is if this is a colour bar here and this is a colour bar here, if I was to slice that off, I don't lose anything. I think I might do that. So I just sliced this little bit of colour here off the edge, and I've sliced through no colour bar because they're two separates. But let's just have a quick look at this one and see if anything comes of it. There's a very slight chance. And that's about it. That's as good as it gets there. Alright, well let's get back to this piece. So what I am happy about is the fact that this potch is turning black in a lot of areas. And this is my biggest fear right here, is that there is a grey line between the colour bar and the black potch. I really would like this colour bar here to start turning black as I go in. That would be the ultimate. A little bit of colour showing up there that's just hiding. Really isn't going to cut anything because it's just a little bubble of colour. But because this is black potch and I like it, we're going to try and face that side, I think. But first, I might slice that off that side as well. So I tell you what doesn't instill much confidence is whenever I make a slice, I'm not getting clean black potch, and that scares me, especially for the amount of money I spent. So I'll just put this piece away because it's really not going to cut anything, and let's work on this. Please go black. That's extremely nice color right there, but it's not black yet. I'm not sure what to do. Because this color bar goes on an angle, and then it goes on an angle on that side too, we need potch on the back. Potch is there and the potch is there. So what do I do? Wow. That potch isn't turning black anytime soon. There's a little bit there, but not here. Alright, I'm going in. I'm taking this top off. Come on. Oh, so right there, that's what I want. Oh my goodness, if I can get some of that in 3 carats, which is a big ask, we do okay. Come on. Come on. Oh. It's patchy. I really need this colour to go darker inside, further down, otherwise we're in trouble. So there's a possibility that I go further down, that it could still go darker in some patches. That grey line through there is ruining it. I'm now concentrating very hard. The colour is getting smaller and smaller, but I'm trying my best to get that white spots out, because if the white spots are out, then it's kind of $3,000 a carat colour. Spots are in it, it's like $1,500 a carat colour. Alright, so that's about as good as she's gonna get, and while it's beautiful colour, it's still a bit patchy, and I don't have a lot of carats out of this piece. So it all comes down to the last piece to actually start making any kind of money back. Oh. All right, let's start cleaning her up. Bite the bullet. That colour's all messy. Yuck. Whee, look at that just popped up. So So that has potential. Now that is extremely nice colour right there. But far out it's messed up in there. I think I'm going to slice this a little bit off here and see what we get. So we've taken this little bit off the side, and you can see all that potch is quite grey and motley, so nothing special about it. So I'm going to put this piece aside, and we're going to hope like hell that something comes out of this. So if that had come onto the black, that would have been magnificent, but it hasn't. Oh, that little patch of red there, I only need 3 carats of that and I'm okay. But it's got to be sitting on the black. Nice colour, still grey and potch in the face, and I do not like swirly potch like that because that means it bubbles and it's not even. Come on. I think this potch dips down, bubbles in, there's a bubble of colour, then a little bit more bubble of colour here, but I don't believe that it's going to be clean there. Very difficult to tell. So I think because the colour bar underneath is around here, I might slice that off there because it's disappearing there and it's starting to disappear there. So if I slice that off, I should be pretty safe. Ah! This is a crazy one, this one. So we sliced this little corner off and there's no colour showing up. I was right about this, just little bubbles of colour. So we'll put that one away. And now let's work on this guy and pray that something comes out of it. I'm just trying to savour that colour on the top for the moment and just have a look at that colour bar on the other edge. Bit of a dodgy move, but sometimes it can pay off. Just got to be so careful not to take it through that colour bar. Can't say I'm a fan of this type of potch. Alright, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to get the thinnest blade I have, and I'm going to risk taking this off the top to go for more colour bar down below. So I'm going to have to change over the blade and put on this paper thin blade that can bend so easily, but I think it's worth the risk. Let's give it a go. When I was in Thailand last, I found these blades, and they're so thin. If you want one, they're in my shop, so you can go and buy one. But that did a magnificent job. So you can see that nice color there. I sliced it off, and so well. That blade is just amazing. So I've got some color off there, which is good. Just a little bit, but I'll put that away, and let's work on this big piece. Come on. I am not liking those little light patches in it. It's the right colour, just the wrong day. Oh boy. Well, I'm seeing better colour here, so I'm gonna chop that off and go for better colour there. So we're getting those little patchy bits off the end, and I think I got it in the right spot. Is that even the cloud probably won't come out, but that's not a bad little bit of colour there. I don't know why, but I got a lot of pressure on this one. I feel so stressed. There's a lot of money. A lot of money for what it is. That's another carat at least. Alright, let's see what we get out of this. Bring it in past all the little light spots, flat spots. Let's go for as big an oval as we possibly can. Come on. Come on. Oh, not a fan of that little white patch there. And just in the center, I need that gone. I need it gone. Come on. Out. The more and more I touch this color bar, the thinner it gets. Get out. Oh my goodness. Well, there it is. There's the done bit. It's black.
Once again, this goes to show that even having 30 years of experience, you can still make mistakes, especially in opal, throwing a new curveball at you every single time. Unless you have X-ray opal color vision, you can never really know what's inside the gemstone.
Well, that was definitely a challenging touch and go on this one, with little white spots that are still in the colour, and it's taking a little bit of the value away from the stones, but let's give them a weigh and see what they weigh anyway. So the biggest one's 3.94, and because of the little white spot in the centre, yeah, it's around about the $1,000 a carat, so we're looking at probably a $3,500 gem, I'd say. Let's try the next one. That's 2.90, so almost 3 carats. That's around the $1,500 a carat, so that's like $4,500 gem, which is not too bad once you start adding it all up. But the whole main aim of the game in this opal game is to make some money, and in the last 2 stones there's like $200, $300 gems. So it looks like we're probably a little bit behind if you take into account a whole lot of other costs and factors. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, and we'll see you next time.